Hello everyone, and thank you for joining me on another fantastic day. I know a few of you in the northeast region where I came from are having pretty good weather. I think it's like mid 80s. Well, it's like mid 80s around here too, but that's all year long. But that's not important right now because today is a good-ish day. It's not the best if I'm honest, but it was pretty eventful because back there, I don't know if you can see it, yeah, there you go. Back there, I got two cars delivered to me from my parents' house in Elizabeth. However, it's not without its trials and tribulations because, I don't know, maybe I just have bad luck, but every time I seem to ship a car, it always comes back messed up. And see my Aston right there. Ooh. Yeah, well, that also has a little bit of an issue. I'll get to that later. But yeah, so I got two cars delivered to me. I drove them on the truck. Well, rather, the truck driver drove them on the truck. They were both running. And I got a car back, and I got two cars back, and only one of them is now running. So this is my 92 Lexus SC300. This has a graffiti bombed paint job, so that's the sort of the front bumper. Front bumper also came detached. The truck driver swore up and down that the bumper would stay on the car, and he said, "Don't worry, I'll get some planks of wood, and it'll be fine, it'll be fine, it'll be fine." And come to find out that the bumper is off the car, and he says, "Well, I'm sorry, it just wasn't possible." Like, well, great. That's freaking awesome. So I'm not going to unveil this car yet, but do know that this car does not start. I jumped the battery. I tried to push start it. Doesn't start. So it went on there running. I don't know what's going on here, but this has a 2.5 liter 1JZ GTE twin turbo with a 5-speed manual conversion. Going back here, this is my other project car. So this is a 99 Lexus SC 400, and it's actually a lot like the Aston back there because it's a two-door sort of sporty coupe. It's more luxury than sports car, but it's nice silver metallic. I got it in really good condition. It's a one-owner car, and yeah, actually, you know what? Let me do a quick tour, and let me tell you what is wrong with this one. All right, well, it's not exactly a new car because I did buy it a few years ago, but this is a 1999 Lexus SC 400. This has the 1UZ FE 4-liter V8. I was about to say twin turbo. No, that's the other car. This is a naturally aspirated engine. I got this sort of on a whim because I wanted to have a Lexus that was in pretty decent shape. This one isn't in perfect condition. It does have few cosmetic issues here and there, and I think it does need a repaint, but it's pretty solid for what it is. And one of the reasons why I got it is because it has a black interior that you can't really see, but I'll open up the car and let you see that more in detail. So this car never really had any issues to begin with. It was a one-owner car. I got it from Connecticut. It has a little bit of rust underneath, but nothing to write home about, nothing that's really concerning. However, when I got this car back from New Jersey, I'll show you what the issue was. Actually, it would help if I had the right key. First, check out that interior. It's very common for these cars to have like really tatty interiors, and these things don't really stand up well to the sun and the effects of time. But this one is pretty good. The only cracking I see is right here, and this is it can be remedied fairly easily. But everything else is in extremely good shape. These seats look nice and plush, and they are nice and plush, but I think they're going to be going bye-bye relatively soon. I'm not going to disclose what I'm going to do with this particular car right now, but it should be interesting because, well, it's a few things are still up in the air. But that's not important right now. Let me start it up and show you what the problem is. So here we go. Yeah. This has a pretty bad exhaust leak, and it didn't have one when it went on the truck. I'll let you listen a little bit. It sounds kind of good. I know it's messed up to say that, but it's definitely a flex section that ripped. But yeah, this is... oh, God. Oh well, that's what I get for shipping a car. That's what I get for wanting to have good service and paying money for it. Hey, there's my foot. So this car, another reason why I got it is because this has the Nakamichi audio system, and the audio system in that is the premium sound system for this car. It was an option, and it sounds awesome, especially for the late 90s. It didn't have anything like Bluetooth. It has a 6 CD changer in the back, but it sounds pretty good. I know it's not going to be you're not going to be able to hear it on the microphone, and I don't actually think I have any CDs in the changer, but when I get it hooked up, I'll have it hooked up to an auxiliary or and definitely a Bluetooth. I'm going to be modernizing everything here. It's it's a pretty decent system. Everything else works. There's no shift knob here. I don't know what happened to it. Maybe I don't know, hooligan stole it. But yeah, everything here is in pretty decent shape. Even this usually breaks. It's a little bit dirty, and you see a little bit of kind of corrosion here, but it works, and that's all I can ask. Oh hey, there's a shift knob here, and it looks like it's from Mercedes. So there we go. that's how it goes on. Yep. That's fixed. There's a crazy amount of spider webbing here. Let's see. I haven't found the spider, but whatever. And here's my paperwork from the guy that destroyed... well, he didn't destroy my cars, but he damaged them quite substantially. It's not such a big deal after all. I mean, this car is going to need a lot of work, and most likely I'm not going to keep the exhaust and engine or any of the drivetrain really on this car. It's kind of pissed me off a little bit, just because I could have maybe sold some stock components off of this to recoup some losses or recoup some of the money that I'm going to spend on it. But this is a long-term project. This is going to be something that I think is going to be it's potentially going to be a show car only. No, I don't think so. I don't do show cars. You guys know me. It's definitely going to be something special though. It's right now has a V8, probably going to have more cylinders. I don't know if it's going to have forced induction, but I'm leaning towards a automated manual, like a DCT or MCT dual clutch in this car. Might be an automatic, might still be an automatic, but more like a ZF 8-speed. So that's sort of a sneak preview of what I'm going to do. So this don't expect this anytime soon. I'm not really I'm still in the planning stages on this car. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go over here and show you this car, because I don't think you guys have seen this car. Just a little bit of it. All right. So first you see a troll guy, and this car was painted by two friends of mine, and they put my face on it. I didn't ask them to put my face on it. Really funny story. Well, it's not exactly a funny story. They said, "Oh, I drew a big dick on the hood," and I was like, "Why'd you draw a big dick on the hood?" And then I saw my face, and I'm like, "Oh, okay, I get it. Haha." So if we go back, these are all stenciled. These are all either stencil or freehand, and I actually like this a lot. I think the hood's gonna get replaced, honestly. This is gonna be the subject of a more race inspired build, and I did this in Rhino liner. So yeah, you can see where one artist had his interpretation of what he wanted to do and where the other artist began. And I think the front bumper is just like this weird tiger stripe thing where one artist might have gotten a little high and got lazy, but that's not important. So this car does not start. The interior is stripped. There's not a lot of things to see in there. There is like a Pioneer Avic D2 from the mid 2000s, and I don't know, it works, I guess. These are HP Evo 19-inch by 9.5 in the back and 18 by 8 in the front. And I used to like the way these looked, and I don't anymore, and I think this needs new wheels, new tires. Everything is gonna be overhauled in this car, and who knows, I might be selling it because this is Florida and you can pretty much drive anything you want. But going back to my Aston, I did mention that the Aston had an issue, and this issue is not anything that is the fault of Aston Martin. It might be my fault, or it might be the fault of Mother Nature. Who knows? It might be nobody's fault. But I came out yesterday, and I noticed this. So I don't know if you can see that. That is a crack in the windshield, and this is not repairable, so I'm gonna have to replace this entire windshield, which sucks a big fat donkey dick. But it's okay because I think I do have full coverage on this car. Well, I know I have full coverage on this car, but I think the coverage covers a new windshield, so I'm good on that. I just hope that they seal it up nice and properly so I don't have any wind noise. But I think that's it. I mean, oh, great. So the wind blew the car cover off. That car cover is almost impossible to put on. But now you can see the back. BC is Buried Colors. That's one of the guys that did it. So you can see this. These stickers that have been on here for like 5 years. Yeah, I haven't driven this car at all in 5 years. But, you know, the day is young, and that's why I brought it here. And this is going to be my project for the winter. Yeah, I think that's what's going to happen. Well, guys, I know this was a short video. I think it was a short video. I tend to ramble a lot on these things, but yeah, this is not going to replace the Ultimate Daily Driver build. I'm still doing that. I'm still working on that. This is going to be maybe put in the middle of that, or it's going to be just at the end of that build, because I want to do one at a time. I don't want to really load myself up with a lot of projects. Having said that, who knows, maybe I'll get a wild hair up my ass and start working on that one, or maybe even that one. But as always, if you like the video, like, comment, subscribe. If you didn't like the video, dislike button is right there. No one's stopping you. Hopefully you don't dislike the video. I mean, I spend a lot of time and a lot of effort making these things as good as possible. No, I'm just kidding. These are pretty off the cuff, but I like making them, and hopefully you like watching them. So I will see you again tomorrow. I think, again, don't hold me to that. I've been trying to make these every day and sort of delivering on those promises. So yeah, I'm gonna maybe try to get this started and see if there's any internal damage, and maybe it's just a fuse, maybe it's something else. Hopefully it's not something else. And I've been rambling for too long, so yeah, I'll see you again tomorrow.